Hey guys, today I have a knife review for you. It's going to be on this Ontario Rat 1. Right, so without further ado, let's get into the review. You have tip up, tip down carry, both right and left. You have thumb stud on both sides of the blade. So if you're left-handed, you can definitely use this blade. Something that I like about this blade, it's not an assisted knife, but it comes out just like one. So you can see how fast that thing comes out. Alright, so the other details, it's a Aus-8 steel with a 3.5 cutting edge, and it's open, it's 8.5 inches, and closed it's 5 inches, and its weight is 5 ounces. Now, I've had to re-profile this blade. Let's see if we can pick it up here on camera. You can kind of see it. I sharpened it and convexed it. Or I should say I reprofiled it, then I convexed it on the strops. So it has a, then I have a micro bevel, so, and once I'm stropping, I'm going like this. So it's at a lower angle, so it strops the whole entire edge. Then I slightly raise it so that I have a slightly stronger micro edge on it by micro beveling or micro convexing that edge. So I typically use this knife for cutting cardboard, tons of cardboard, and open packages, and I EDC this for, I'd say 8 months or so, 8.5 months, once I got back into knives. I mean, I've always carried a knife, but I was never really collecting knives or as much as I am now. So, I should also point out about this edge that when I first got it, it was, instead of being like this, which was in a V, which is typically your edge, or the way it should become, it was kind of like this. So it would cut, but it wouldn't cut great. Now that I've reprofiled to this, I've done to a couple of other knives since, I'm starting to really like this now. The Aus-8 itself won't hold a super long edge. I mean, its razor sharpness will disappear very quickly. Now, another feature of the knife that I liked is the spine. It's 90 degrees and very sharp in the sense that if you strike it with a ferro rod, with a Light My Fire fire steel ferro rod, same difference essentially, just slightly different composition. And you can easily start a fire with this if you camp and use fire steels. So that's a nice, great feature. And anybody who says that you can't use stainless steel to scrape on a fire steel is simply wrong. I mean, I've proved it, or will prove it, in a video that I'll upload after this one, after this review. So I've already covered the edge. I covered the steel, and I suppose I should say where I got this. I got this at knifeworks.com. I'll put the link to the website, to the store, in the description box. So these are the exclusive orange handled Ontario Rat ones from Knifeworks, which I kind of liked. I mean, it's something different besides the always black Ontario Rat one. Now, the Argos are good. They're, as you can see, my hands are, I don't know, medium to large, and there's still plenty of space here for a person who has bigger hands, and even has some jimping here. It's relatively dull, so it doesn't hurt you, but it's not that grippiness that you'd get in some other knives. So I mean, it's not bad that it's there. It's just that it's not really effective in my opinion. It's not like Manix 2 extra large that has more grip than that. It's more finely cut, so it's more grippy. So it gives you more purchase on the particular blade. And its torque spit construction and also pillar construction. So in other words, if you wanted to take it apart, you could, but you really don't need to. You just use some canned pressurized air and that you use for computers, and you just blow it out and wash it. You're good to go if you get any lint in there. I typically use, I haven't cleaned this one in a while, but you can use not Q-tips, toothpicks to get in there and dig some of that stuff out. So that's dirty. You probably won't be able to see it, but I have just some dirt from use there. What else? Got the ergonomics, the handles, scales, steel, the edge. What else? Oh, the liner lock. Let's see if this can focus. Probably see it there, that it's halfway between the tang, and it hasn't essentially moved from that spot in the 8 months that I've used it almost daily. So you can see it's pretty decent lockup. It's stainless steel liner, so the insides of the knife are solid stainless, so it adds to the weight. That's why it is at 5 ounces. I don't know. Oh, you can kind of see that it's not milled out. It's just a solid piece of stainless steel there. Okay. So generally speaking, I like the knife. For 20 bucks, you can't beat it. I mean, it's 20 to 30 bucks depending on where you get it. It could be, if it's the only knife you have, you'd be pretty well off. And if you have one of these in your pocket or in your bag, or your purse, whatever the case may be, you could easily survive a night in the wilderness if you had to. Or if shit hits the fan, same thing. It wouldn't be the best option, but it's an option nonetheless. So yeah, it's made in Taiwan, so if you don't like stuff that's made overseas, then this knife is probably not for you. So I've covered the Argos. I believe I did, but if I didn't, I'll quickly repeat it again. It fits, yeah, I did. It fits well in my hand. Especially with this swell here, it's not pointy like in the Endura, where it takes some getting used to. But here, I can use this for hours and not feeling any hot spots. Where the Endura, that's for a different review, but I'm not a big fan of that bit there. That if you'll see what I mean when I do the review for it later on. But generally speaking, I like this knife. It's a great knife. It has the only con that I really found with it is this lanyard hole. You can see it's tiny. You won't be able to fit any 550 cord in there. You might have to gut the 550 cord to get in there. God, I can't talk. I believe that covers everything for this one. I guess let's do a cutting test now. Now, I guess I'm failing at that one, huh? Let's try that again. There we go. Oh, I think it's just because I'm trying to do this behind the camera. There we go. Nice and clean slices. I mean, it'll shave here. I think I have some notebook paper that I can use. So here, I was going to actually use this as a to show the edge, how it was. So it was kind of crooked, as you can see there. But I'll just use this now as some notebook paper. It's a little thicker, so it'll be easier to cut. So you can see it's just great. Very sharp. No problem at all. And I've also noticed that if you just take it to a strop at the end of the day, pass it 6 times on the black, then the green, and then the white, and you've got your edge right back to shaving sharp. Let's try another piece here of phone book paper. It's already at 10 minutes. So yeah, you can see it's pretty dang sharp. Oh. You can see it's I think I might have a chip in that blade. Let me see. I think I just have a roll somewhere, a micro neck that I can't even feel. Oh, and I usually, for a knife test, edge test, you'll want to just pull your fingers back. That's one way of doing it. If you don't want to do the hair test, and you'll feel any like little nick or imperfection or roll in the knife. But here, oh, caught on the bottom piece, but you can see it's as sharp as it's gonna get. I could probably just chop it a little bit more, but I mean it's sharp that it's gonna get what you need to do done. I mean I call that pretty scary sharp. Alright, thanks. Alright guys, thanks. Hope I didn't do too terrible on that knife review.